Buccaneers at all?
I mean, between the Senior Bowl and here, I think I've met with every single team. So
was it a formal or informal with the Bucs?
This week I haven't done any formal.
Hey, Ladd, how much pride do you take in your ability to win outside but also win this world?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a guy that can kind of play, like you said, a little bit everywhere. I think I've had like double the snaps outside than I did inside in college. So, but I feel comfortable in both positions. I think I can win on the outside and inside.
Ladd, what was your experience with Todd Monken? How would you feel about reuniting with him in Baltimore?
Yeah, no, he was a great coach. He did a lot for me. He gave me a chance that second year and won 2 natties together. So it was a special time. So yeah, to be able to reunite with him, it'd be cool. So he's a great coach, great person. And I mean, they had a good year this past year as well. So
Such a talented wide receiver draft class. What do you feel like separates you from all the other talented guys?
Yeah, I really think that, like, when it comes to like competing, I'm gonna outcompete you. I'm gonna outwork you. I mean, I think I can run routes. I can play on the outside, inside, special teams. I think I'm very versatile and can do a little bit of everything. So I don't know. I mean, obviously the guys in this draft class are ridiculous. We have some great receivers, but when it comes to doing a little bit of everything, I think I can stand up there with all of them.
How do you want to build on your Senior Bowl week this week?
What is it?
How do you want to build on the Senior Bowl week?
Yeah, it's just another chance, get in front of all these coaches, all these GMs, and show them what I'm about. So have a good outing tomorrow on the field work. Hopefully I've done well in the interviews. So yeah, just build on it.
Well, I think you're right.
What are you trying to show about yourself?
What is it?
In the interviews, what are you trying to show about yourself?
Yeah, just be who I am. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't fake it because eventually, then they're gonna find out who you are. So yeah, just be who I am, show them what I'm about, what I think I can do to contribute there.
Ladd, I think you were a 3-star coming out of high school ranked outside of the top 1,200. What was the biggest key to your development to getting to this point today?
Yeah, just put my head down and grind, really. That first year, I was on the scout team, didn't play, and I think that made me a better player for sure. I got so many good reps against so many good players. So it was just those reps, just working, keep my head down, and when I got the opportunity, I feel like I made the most of it.
Ladd, you kind of talk about your versatility, being able to play inside as well as outside compared to other receivers in this class. Is there a couple guys that you look to that previously played in the NFL or that are in the NFL that kind of also have that versatility that you look to model your game after?
Yeah, when it comes to like receivers, it's like everyone always asks me that. And there's not like one guy, that I simply focus on. I like to, see what works for people. And if it looks pretty good, I'm going to try it. And if it works for me, I'll keep it. And if it doesn't, kind of move on to the next. So it's not really like I'm, studying one specific guy. Just see what works, like, and stuff like that, and go from there.
Ladd, to go from such an unheralded prospect, perhaps, to being a projected first or second round pick.
What is it? I'm sorry?
So you went, obviously, like we were talking about, unheralded prospect to now projected first or second round pick. When you think about the journey, the fact that you're here, when did it become real for you that this is your reality now?
Yeah, I mean, it's truly a blessing. And kind of look around here when you walk in here, like see NFL, see combine, stuff like that. Walk on the field and see everything set up. It kind of hits you, and you're like, okay, we're here. It's, it felt like it was forever away, when you're little, but now it's right here in front of me. So I'm trying to take the most of it, just do everything I can to put myself in the best position possible.
I'm from Jacksonville. You just talk about your relationship with Trayvon and Tyson during your time at Georgia.
Yeah, those are 2 good guys and heck of a players as well. So, I got to go against Tyson that first year on scout team, so he made me better. And just seeing Trayvon is a freak. So, I don't think there's anything he can't do. So.
Last one for me, Carson Beck. He'll be here this time next year.
Yeah.
Can you tell people what they can expect this time next year from him?
Yeah, he's a playmaker for sure. So, he's gonna be a top draft pick next year. I think he could have been this year as well. So, for him to go back, I know he's gonna have a huge year. I know he's focused on that, lead him to another national championship. So I'm super excited about him and the rest of the team.
You dealt with injuries for most of this year. Just one, how are you feeling physically now? What do you want to show NFL teams as far as your health now and going forward?
Yeah, I feel really good. These past couple months training, it allowed me to really rehab, get my body right, focus on what I need to focus on. So it's been solid. I feel really good. So I'm excited about going out there and putting on a good show.
You had to do one game to show scouts that showcases your abilities, inside, outside, all that stuff. What game?
Yeah, I think I had a good game against Florida this year. And good stats and everything. But I really think I showed, even when I didn't have the ball in my hand, what I could do. What is it? Yeah, like I said, I feel like I've met with every single team from the Senior Bowl combine. So yeah, met with everybody, honestly.
Coach Smart always talks about, guys like you and Brock at Georgia playing through injuries and making yourself money on the NFL level, playing through injuries. Is that something any of these NFL teams are talking about, just your level of toughness?
I mean, yeah, they talk about it, but at the end of the day, they just want to see you go out there and produce. Like, it doesn't matter, you feel good, you're hurt. Like, if you're not putting good stuff on tape, it is what it is. So, yeah, I mean, but it's part of the sport. I feel like you're not going to feel 100% all the time, especially in the SEC, the way we play, the way we practice. So, it's kind of, became a lifestyle. Like, we're getting out there, we're playing. It don't matter what we got to do.
Hey, Ladd, in the Florida game, I think it was your first pitch, you had press man, you beat him on the snap. How much have you improved in that area since you
Yeah. So, I mean, I only played receiver sophomore, junior year of high school. Played quarterback growing up, senior year. So, when I got to Georgia, I got to go against great players that can play press man, that can play off man. So, just getting all those reps, and I think that's what comes with it. It's like when you practice your craft and then put it to work. I mean, I think it speaks for itself.
Last week, I got to talk to a former teammate and a good friend of yours, Kate Brock. You mentioned that he may be up here. Is he up here this week? And who else is up here supporting you? It's good to have teammates around, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just talk about the support system that you have and who's up here supporting you.
Yeah, Kate's the man. So shout out DGD Outdoors. He's got this little page going and everything. So that's my man, though. I lived with him. We lived with him in college, except for the first year in the dorms. But I don't think he's up here. But got my family, got my mom and dad, brother, I think sister. I think grandparents coming to watch. So I have a huge support system. So I'm super thankful for all of them.
Ladd, you mentioned that while you were on scout team, you got to compete against the best. Who's the best Georgia player you went head to head with in practice?
Jeez, you put me on the spot with that one. No, I'm gonna go with my guy this year, Kamari Lester. I mean, y'all see him play. He leaves it all out there. He's a smart player. Plays with his hands well, quick feet, can run, play the ball in the air. So, not many DBs have what it takes to get the job done in the run game and the pass game, and I think he shows that every single game, every single practice. So, yeah, he was a fun one to compete against.
Ladd, what do you feel like is your biggest asset that would you bring to an NFL team?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm like I said, I'm versatile. Kind of play inside, outside, play special teams. Just a guy that I feel like can get the job done with whatever you need. I can be the one to do it.
So much value being placed on the nickel position on the defensive side of the ball. Do you feel like the slot is where you probably end up being educated?
Say that again?
I said, do you feel like you'll be able to bring value as far as being in that slot? Or do you have a preference?
No, I mean, I don't have a preference. Talking to the teams, I mean, I feel like I can play inside and outside. So I feel like I did that at Georgia. They kind of moved me around, schemed me up. So, yeah, I mean, I love to be able to play inside and outside. Whatever they need me to do, I feel like I can do it. And, I mean, as a receiver, if you can play X, Y, or X, F, and Z, move around, I feel like it's hard to come off the field.
Do you have a desire to return punts?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. So that's something I really enjoyed doing. 2022 year, didn't get to do it this past year. Missed first 4 games. Makai Muse came in and did, and he did a great job. So they let him roll with it. But that is something I for sure want to do.
Ladd, what was it like? What was it like having Mike Tomlin on the sideline or on the field for you guys during the Senior Bowl practices?
Yeah.
And have you been able to speak to him at all down here in Indianapolis?
Yeah, it's cool, like seeing guys like that, seeing coaches. It's just another thing. It's like I'm really doing this, really living my dream. So see guys like that you really watch growing up and seeing do it at the highest level. It's special.
Ladd, are you going to be the first pro football player from North Murray? And if so, what would you tell kids from that area?
Yeah, from North Murray, I think so. We've had some guys go play college ball, but I think I'll be the first one to take it to this next level. So appreciate all the support from North Georgia. Not too many people there, but yeah, I feel their love every day. So if you're a kid in North Georgia, just put your head down, grind, and you never know what can happen.
I know Charlie Warner now has a picture of himself up in front of Raven County. Are you maybe expecting to have one up in your home county as well, which makes it league?
I don't know. I mean, that's for them to decide, really. I mean, yeah, it'd be special, it'd be cool. But they've done so much for me already. I'm good. Yeah.
A lot of the defensive guys yesterday talked about versatility as your guy. Just at Georgia, how much is that emphasizing both sides of the ball, just developing all those different skill sets to make more valuable to the league?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Smart always says that best players on the team play special teams, and that's how we did it. Like you weren't, like, if you were starting on offense, starting on defense, like, you were going to be starting somewhere on special teams. You got to earn your straps that way before you can get out there. So, and it just showed it. No matter who you were, you're going to play special teams.
Can you give me your Brock Vandagriff spatter for Kentucky?
Brock Vandagriff spatter? Yeah, he's a heck of a player. I've seen him. You know, he hasn't got the opportunity to really display it out on the field, like in games and stuff like that. But in practice, I mean, he's a guy that can make plays with his feet. He's got a strong arm. He can rip it. So I know he's going to be successful at Kentucky this year. He's a great guy. He's a leader. He's confident in his ability. So once he gets out there and gets comfortable, I know he's going to kill it.
Ladd, what do you, hypothetically speaking, what would it mean to you to be able to catch passes from a guy like Aaron Rodgers who drafted by the Jets?
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty cool, you know, when you say that. But those are guys I grew up watching. Like, you see those guys doing it at the highest level, and now it's like right here in front of me. So that would be pretty cool. It's cool.
Did you meet with the Bills?
What is it?
Did you meet with the Bills?
Yeah, you know, like met with every single team, honestly.
Gotcha. Yep.
Whether that was formal, informal, did a little bit of all that.
With the Bills, were you able to chat with Joe Brady at all? He was a wide receiver coach at LSU, now the offensive coordinator there.
Yeah, I mean, we've met. Like, I haven't had a formal with them this week, but you know, Senior Bowl kind of talk to everybody. There's scouts, you know, GMs, head coaches. I think everyone's probably here this week as well. So I feel like we've talked to a little bit of everybody. But
what's your sense from teams in how they view you? You said you could play on the outside and the inside, but when you're in these conversations with all these teams, what's your sense in how they view you?
Yeah, I think they're starting to see that more now. Really dive into my film and kind of what I was able to do with the Senior Bowl, stuff like that. I think they can see, okay, this guy can play inside, play outside. I mean, I think I'm, you know, prototypical slot guy. But I think once I get up there and show them what I can do and how I can play, and then they just really kind of watch my film this year, I feel like they'll see that I'm able to win outside. I'm able to win inside as well. Yeah, it was good. A lot of those guys that I went against at the Senior Bowl, I've kind of played either this year, previously. So it was good, you know, get out there, showcase my ability. Just another opportunity for all those people to see me up close and personal.
When you look back on your time at Georgia, what do you consider to be your greatest accomplishment?
My greatest accomplishment? Those two national championships were pretty good. So, yeah, I know. With team success comes individual accolades, but those natties are something they'll never be able to take away from us.
Great. Thanks, Ladd.